Do you remember a while back when the whole world was falling apart over one simple question? Old people on Facebook around the world came together and said, yes, this is the true end of the world. This is Armageddon. And the question was, do violent video games cause violence in real life? Because I sure do. I remember that day like it was the first time I ever masturbated. I was sitting on my Xbox 360 playing Black Ops 2 with the boys when my mom burst in after reading a Facebook conspiracy post about it, and then she had a counseling session with me and my brother where she sat us down and said, "Are you sure you're not going to go out and take the AR-15 for a walk? Are you sure, boys? Because I don't want you shooting up people." But the reason I bring this up in the first place is that this same argument was brought up in a court case, and a pretty big profile one at that, the Kyle Rittenhouse trial. Now, I won't be going into detail on this case or giving my opinions about it because, one, I'm not fully educated on it, and two, I think Asian women are very attractive. But the only thing you need to know is that he's being charged for shooting people, and the big debate is, was it self-defense or not? And this video is just going to be purely me making fun of a prosecutor in said trial.
Out with Dominic Black, you'd play Call of Duty and other first-person shooter video games?
Sometimes.
And those are games in which you use weapons like AR-15s to pretty much shoot anybody who comes at you, correct?
It's a video game where two players are playing together. I don't really understand the meaning of your question, to be honest.
Isn't one of the things people do in these video games try and kill everyone else with your guns?
Yeah, in the video game, it's just a video game, it's not real life.
This feels like I'm watching a little toddler play prosecutor in their backyard in their playhouse. Like they got Big Bird as the judge and then all their teddy bears and stuffed animals as the crowd and the jury. This is just crazy. To me, this immediately seems like he has no other evidence or points to be made, so he just puts his tinfoil hat on real tight, starts cutting off circulation with it, and then begins reading from Facebook posts that he has saved about violent video games and says, well, you know, is it true that you were, quote, hitting trick shots on noobs and, quote, dropping nukes on them? Kyle, do you have nuclear weapons in your arsenal? Are you hiding a nuclear warhead somewhere? Come on, Kyle, come clean to us. We know you virtually killed those people, and among those that we lost were XX Putang King 34 and Oversized Taint Tickler, whose families are utterly devastated and they just need closure. Come on, Kyle. I just can't even wrap my head around how this prosecutor saw this wacky theory, thought about it, even probably looked it up to see if it was true or not. I would hope he would fact-check one of his points before he used it in court, and then said, yeah, I'm going to use this on a nationally televised court trial. And I'll surely win the case after that. After they hear that, they'll definitely take my side. First off, never give this guy a job again. Go drop him back off at the Flat Earth convention you picked him up at, because this is just horrible logic. Going by that same logic, though, it'd be like blaming Hot Wheels for car crashes. It takes 3 seconds to disprove that argument entirely. Any person with 2 brain cells that occasionally rub together can tell this is just a stupid argument that's not even worth having. It's like repeatedly trying to shove a square into the circle hole. Everyone's going to make fun of you, and it's never going to work. But oh boy, if you thought that's the only dumb thing this dollar store prosecutor said, you are sorely mistaken. You really can't make these things up. This man just writes his own jokes. This one is even more brain dead though, because it has nothing to do with the case whatsoever. So what if his name on TikTok is 4 Doors More Whores? Whores have nothing to do with him shooting a bunch of people. The only way a username would have helped in this case is if Kyle had the username, "I shot and killed 6 people with my AR-15. I am guilty. Please arrest me." Like, I can understand maybe giving the guy a pass on the whole video game argument because he's an older guy and old people are the ones who believe that nonsense, but this, there's no need to beat off around the bush anymore. This guy's just an unevolved ape. And that's all the clips of our monkey-brained lawyer we're looking at in this video. I'm sure there's more unintelligent things that came from his mouth, but I haven't seen them yet, so that'll do it for this video. I'll see you next time. Peace out.